Hello everyone, today we are going to start this session on critical minerals. So, before that, there is a sloka uh, that says there is no letter from where a mantra cannot start, there is no plant which does not have medicinal value, there is no person who is useless, but what we lack is the enabler. In Sanskrit, it is amantram aksham nasti, nasti mool manoshdham, ayogya purustam nasti, yojakastatra durlabha. So we can use it in various contexts, such as mm, our skill development or the leadership or to enable the government part or something like that. So next, so we will cover the sixth question in this particular video. So first we look at the background, uh, why it is essential. Critical minerals is why so much essential for ourselves. So it is used in solar energy, wind energy, and EV batteries, energy storage. There are different elements used it, and the green color part is showing different elements used in this particular technology for solar. Indium, silicon, gallium, and tellurium is being used, and by 2030, this is the requirement what we really need in 2030. Currently, we are at 140 gigawatt. This data may be something different in recent months, and the target is 280 from what we currently have 140. Similarly, in wind, we are at 55 gigawatt, and we have to reach 140 gigawatt. And in EV batteries, we need nickel, cobalt, and lithium. Similarly, if we further goes inside this uh, the elements used in solar, uh, there is indium, gallium, and tellurium used in thin film photovoltaic cell and CIGS, and silicon is used for photovoltaic modules, and then neodymium is used in permanent magnets, and dysprosium is also used, which is basically used in wind power technology. And permanent magnets, we will see it later, but for now we can understand that these are some strong kind of magnets used for modern technology or advanced technology. Then we come to nickel cobalt, which is again used in EV and lithium also. So we go on. Secondary material, this is used sometime in as new terminology in this particular mining area, where it is used for potential resources which are other than mining. That is urban ores, like what we already used and turned it into waste. E-waste, batteries, or other electronic kind of waste. Fly ash, red mud tailings, which were not being used till now, but we are exploring it for further use. Then neodymium, we have already seen this in uh, previous page, where it is used for permanent magnet. REPM stands for rare earth permanent magnets. It is required for renewable energy and electronics equipment. Gadolinium is mainly used in medical devices and medical techniques, including MRI, X-ray. And lithium is crucial for EV sector. Lithium has to be acquired from the South America part and Australia. So we have basically understand that what is so we have basically understood what is the major uses of critical minerals. Now we will try to learn what is critical minerals basically in terms of its definition. So what is the two definitions are widely used. Second one is mostly used. Critical minerals are those minerals which are essential for economic development and national security. And this is also used a set of naturally occurring elements and compounds that have diverse irreplaceable industrial applications. And what challenges we have, why it is called critical. So this is the reason: the lack of availability of these minerals, and even concentration of existence, like they are not pretty much concentrated. So extraction part becomes harder. So extraction or processing technology is located in few geographical locations, so it is difficult for a country to our country to secure uh, uh, the supply of these particular minerals, hence making it critical for our country. Similarly, not similarly, central role. It also has central role in contemporary industrial economies, enabling technological advancement and boosting economies. So we can understand that how it is important to boost economies. India, what it started to for scouting of these minerals in June 2023 by publishing a report on identification of critical minerals. Uh, so 30 critical minerals were identified, and in legal framework, it 24 minerals were put initially in MMDR Act, Schedule 1, Part D. So later in early 2026, coking coal has been also added in this list. So plus one is there, that's why. So currently 25 critical and strategic minerals are there in Part D of Schedule 1 of MMDR Act. So central government has exclusive authority for auction of these minerals. So we understand we will understand here what is the importance of critical minerals. So we can majorly feel that we have geopolitical issue involved here. In 4th of April, China imposed export control on 7 rare earth elements, and on 9th October 2025, it extended list number of critical minerals, and later it relaxed some part of it. The October 9 part was relaxed till next year. So import dependence, we have import dependence of critical minerals 80% in many cases. So it basically our forex outflow, uh, so forex goes out of more than 80,000 crore per year. Moreover, imports always comes as a finished product, so India has to lose its opportunity to add value. So supply risk is there. um, so this is it. So the report in which 30 minerals were identified identified as critical minerals were based on these three methodology. First is criticality of minerals were find were found using EU models, European Union model, where economic importance and supply risk were given due importance. Then interministerial consultation from different ministries were taken. And then finally empirical formula was also used to identify these minerals. So we understand the basic idea now, and we will try to focus on value chain now. So so from exploration and mining extraction, what we generally understand about mining and minerals is this part, upstream part. But later metallurgy part also comes there, processing and metallurgy, and other advanced manufacturing parts also there, which come in downstream, and later recovery and recycling is also being focused. Recycling is one of 6R, which is given by our uh, which formula is given by our honorable prime minister. So critical minerals in India, in that report, these are the 30 critical minerals which were notified in that report. These are 25 critical minerals which are notified in schedule 1 part D, and here is coking coal added in 2026 January. So coking coal uh, is an important mineral, or we can say fuel, for used in steel making. So we can understand here that we have big or large reserve of coking coal, 37 billion ton. It is mainly located in Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal, and Chhattisgarh. However, we import major part of our uses, like 58 million ton in fiscal year 25, which is 95% of our requirement in steel making. So action what we have taken is we have included coking coal in schedule 1D, schedule 1 part D, and we have also added it in schedule 1 part A as coal, including coking coal. So what will happen with this change? It will benefit mining of schedule 1 part D. It was always exempted from public consultation, so clearance will be given easily, especially for environment, and it allows the use of degraded forest land for compulsory afforestation, measuring measures to encourage private sector participation, and to promote private investment in advanced mining technology. So these are very general, generic point. So this is specifically related to MMDR. What critical minerals we can see in Schedule 7. So Schedule 7 of the MMDR Act particularly focus on the minerals which are controlled by central government for exploration license. So we can remember schedule 7 as exploration license. So there are 29 entries in schedule 7, out of which we can see that 22 are critical and strategic minerals. So our focus of exploration is mainly on critical and strategic minerals, we can see. So what are the excluded part? Okay, uh, excluded part, what we have learned in 1D, there is no coking coal, which is a critical mineral. Gallium gluconite, it is a compound which is critical. So the three minerals were not in schedule 7. However, what is in schedule 7 we can see here: precious metal and stone like diamond, uh, gold, silver, these are precious. Then the base metals like copper, lead, zinc, and apatite. So this is in Schedule 7. So a very flagship scheme was launched on critical mineral, uh, that is called National Critical Mineral Mission, which was launched for 7 years from 25 to 31. It was launched in January 25. So the vision of this mission is long-term sustainable supply and strengthen India's value chain encompassing all stages. So the primary aim to is to build a globally competitive and resilient critical mineral ecosystem. And these are 7 strategic intervention as holistic action plan. So some part the whole of the government approach, policy reforms, infra development, fin support, HRD, human resources development, technical advancement, and international collaboration. So this is the scheme, National Critical Mineral Scheme. It was launched in January. The two main objective of this mission is one is to secure India's critical mineral supply chain from domestic or foreign sources, domestic and foreign sources. And second objective is to strengthen the value chain by enhancing financial, technological, and regulatory ecosystem to foster innovation, skill development, and global competitiveness in this value chain from exploration, mining, beneficiation, processing, and refining. So the 7 mission component of this uh, are increasing domestic production, abroad acquisition, recycling, human resources development, scientific research and technical advancement, trade and market, effective funding, and financial fiscal incentive. So now we'll focus one by one on this 7 mission component. So first is increasing domestic production. So what will we do to increase domestic production? We'll expand exploration plus mining activities. We'll give mineral concession to private explorers, assessment of trace element during exploration so that no element left behind, no critical mineral or element left behind. Offshore area mining, recovery from this is very often used. uh, D for dump, overburden, tailing, red mud, fly ash. So recovery from the secondary sources as well. So hydrometallurgy, biohydrometallurgy, biobleaching, these are some technologies to recover. Regulatory support program. This is all the this activities are being will be done for domestic increasing domestic production. And what money we have invested in this for mineral processing parks, we have like government has allocated a budget of 500 crore using existing infra. And using National Mineral Exploration Development Trust, uh, we are using 3000 crore rupees. With GSI we are using 4000 crore rupees for domestic exploration. Next, acquisition of critical mineral asset abroad. So for this we have started mapping and acquisition of assets in resource rich countries. We are our PSUs and private companies are searching for overseas acquisition PSU-led acquisition with private sector collaboration, encouraging Indian companies through targeted financial support, infrastructure support at the foreign country with help of our foreign ministry. National Mineral Exploration Trust will invest 4,000 crore for risk coverage in investment overseas, and it will also contribute 1600 crore for exploration offsite. Then for recycling of critical minerals, formation of recycling advisory group is there. Guideline SOP will be released. Incentive scheme worth 1500 crore with help of NMET or NMEDT will be launched or has been launched now. Then we come to trade and markets. So to increase this part, for we have enhanced trade with resources countries, harmonized bilateral trade through free trade agreement, eliminated a number of import duties, and so it is proposed to eliminate a number of import duty, uh, removal of import duty and barriers on recyclable materials specifically. So budget of 500 crore rupees for national critical mineral stockpile. Scientific research and technological advancement, we are establishing center of excellences, promoting research and innovation, supportive mechanism and regulatory simplification. Global collab on R&D with the help of Anusandhan National Research Foundation and schemes. 500 crore rupees is being invested in international research and development, and for human resources development also, and R&D, additional 500 crore rupees is being given with budget. Skill development centers is also being formed. Capacity building program for resource rich countries is being done, will be done. Promoting expertise and skill workforce, developing targeted degree programs plus scholarship internship, developing effective funding, financing and fiscal incentive, developing appropriate financial measure, funding from international institution, dovetailing with the existing schemes. RISE is an initiative of World Bank in Japan for global partnership designed to boost the manufacturing capacity of clean energy project in developing countries specifically. So this is our financial distribution of money from various sources of allocation for the particular activities, which you can see by pausing it. This is our key targets, which are also written in a next slide. So uh, this is to pay attention that we are establishing 4 mineral processing plant at Maharashtra, Odisha, Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh. These are not parts, these are plants actually. What is in recent news, we have set up 9 center of excellence on critical minerals, while it was targeted 3 in the this national critical mineral mission. So mission outcome, or we say the target which were taken while framing this are domestic production. We aim for 1200 critical mineral exploration project, 100 critical mineral block auctions by fiscal year 31, and we need at least domestic production of 15 critical and strategic mineral. Self reliance, we need to be self reliant in domestic productions, 10% of annual demand by 2031. acquisition overseas, we need to secure at least 50 overseas mining assets, and including key battery minerals to meet 5% of annual demand by 2031. So it is from domestic we will meet 10% demand, while from overseas acquisition we will meet 5% demand. Circular economy through recycling to recycle at least 10% of annual CM consumption. So whatever we are consuming, 10% should be recycled back. So this is the target for recycling. R&D is very important part, and mission is supporting 100 domestic R&D projects and numerous international projects in international collaboration initiatives with the objective of advancing in extraction, processing, and recycling technologies. This will include achieving self-sufficiency uh, in the processing of at least 5 critical minerals, or we are also targeting 1,000 patents, 3 center of excellence to foster R&D, which has been already till now 9 center of excellence has been opened. 4 regional mineral processing plants are aimed for refining processing cap- capabilities. National critical mineral stockpiles comprising at least 5 critical minerals to mitigate supply risks and availability during emergency. Skill workforce development. So we are targeting 10,000, and others are general point. So these are center of excellence under NCMM. 4 are IITs, one is ISC, 2 CSIR lab, IIMT Bhubaneswar, and National uh, Metallurgical Lab Jamshedpur, NFTDC Hyderabad, and one more from Hyderabad, CMAT for Electronic Technology. 3 institutes are from Hyderabad, 4 are IITs. So this is the structure. So each center of excellence will operate as a consortium on hub and spoke model to leverage research and development in critical minerals and pooling the core competence of each constituent under one umbrella. The center of excellence, the hub institute, was mandated as per COE guideline to bring in at least 2 industry partners and 2 research and developer academic partners in the consortium. So we understood this, that each COE, each of these institutes will operate as a consortium. It will bring two industry partners, each one of these, at least 2 industry partners and 2 academic and R&D partners. So Kabil is we cannot skip Kabil while talking about critical minerals. So, Khaniz Bidesh India Limited, which was formed in 2019, it is a joint venture formed to strengthen India's critical and strategic mineral security by sourcing mineral resources from overseas. So, whose are this? Who are the uh, who are the companies involved in this joint venture? Nalco is 40%, Hindustan Copper Limited is 30%, and this is renamed as Mineral Exploration and Consultancy Limited. It is 30%. It brings expertise in minerals production and exploration. So mining is core of Nalco. Mineral production, exploration is of MECL, and minerals production and refining goes to HCL probably. Objective, the objective is simple: identification, exploration, acquire, development develop critical and strategic mineral asset overseas. To For overseas work, this is being done. So we can learn from this. Identify, explore, acquire, development of asset abroad. For so we do this activity for supply to India for meeting domestic requirement, for sale to other countries for commercial use. So we'll get benefit by selling to other countries to support Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan and Make in India. So Atmanirbhar will be if we'll be able to supply ourselves sufficiently, and if we supply outside, then it will be an initiative of Make in India. So this is a case study on China. If you wish to read, you can pause and read. So the new scheme for domestic critical mineral processing plant. The new processing mineral processing will work. So this is in making. So we do not need to discuss this right now. This is not framed yet. CM acquisition, critical mineral acquisition. This is also not. However, we can read this. A consortium of PSUs will bid to acquire 4 copper mines in Codelco, which is National Copper Corporation of Chile. So we are trying to get these 4 copper mines in Chile. That's what we understand. Rare earth element. What are rare earth element? First question. 17 metals in the group 3. Group 3 consists of some part of group 3 is the first group of D block and some part of F block as well. So scandium, yttrium, and then lanthanide series 1, 2, and there's 15 lanthanides. We can read this once. Lanthanum, cerium, praseodymium, neodymium, promethium, samrium, europium, gadolinium, terbium, dysprosium, holmium, erbium, thulium, ytterbium, deuterium. Contrary to their name, they are moderately abundant in nature, but not concentrated enough. So the nature of its existence is dispersed in Earth's crust. So it is difficult to exploit them economically. So there might be cost issue or the technological issue. India is the third largest resource globally, with mainly concentrated in its monazite minerals. The light rare earth element, it differs from various sources, but what I found more appropriate is 57 to 63 is light rare earth element, and from 64 to 71 it can be understand as heavy rare earth. So bigger one is heavy, and yttrium is also considered in heavy rare earth element, and it is on just its atomic number is just 39. Yttrium, although light in atomic weight, have been placed in heavy rare earth element group due to their similar chemical and physical properties. Characteristic of rare earth elements: high density, melting point high, high conductivity, high thermal conductance. So the principal sources of rare earth element is best bastanasite, genotime. So genotime is a phosphate of yttrium and heavy rare earth element. Then loprite and monazite. So monazite is also a phosphate, of cerium, lanthanum, neodymium. Cerium is most abundant rare earth, same as copper. So copper is somewhere 1.66 billion ton resources in the world. Sorry, in the India. Okay, I'm sure that it is as per the National Mineral Inventory. Copper mineral resources are 1.66 billion ton. Application. So these are applications: clean energy, defense, electronics, medical technology, industry. So in clean energy, uh, magnets, permanent magnets of rare earth are used for making EVs, solar panels, turbines. In defense, precision missiles, radar, sonar, jet engine. In electronics, smartphone, headphone, laptop, flat panel display. And in medical technology, MRI, X-ray, PET scanner. And in other industries, automobile anti-braking system, strong and corrosion resistant metal alloys, petroleum refining, water purifier, glass polishing. So how abundant it is in India? Let's see. India is third largest rare earth or rare earth oxide resources globally. So it is 8.52 million ton. The resource is 8.52 million ton, and reserve is 6.9 million ton as per USGS. So mines a fraction because of limited investment. IERL is the major player in mining and processing of rare earth. Challenges we have is extraction and processing technology due to their dispersed nature despite abundant resources. The existing ecosystem from mining to separation and refining in oxides from exists, but industrial scale facilities for alloy and REPM production are lacking. So if we divide it further, 8.52 million ton resources, uh, 7.23, the major part is rare earth oxide, which is contained in monazite resources. So in this much of monazite resources, we get this much of rare earth oxide. So we found monazite resources in coastal beach places, terry sand, red sand in Kerala, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, and Maharashtra, Gujarat, etc. In inland placer deposit, it is in Jharkhand, West Bengal, and Tamil Nadu. Similarly, if we talk about additional resources which are recently found, 1.29 million ton in situ rare earth oxide is in hard rock terrains of Ambadungar in Gujarat, and Bhati Khera and Dantla in Rajasthan. If we talk additional resources, 2000 ton heavy mineral concentrates containing 2% of genotime, which is a phosphate of yttrium and heavy rare earth elements, which is found in riverine placer deposit, mainly in Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. So the government of India has announced in its budget dedicated rare earth corridors, and some other interventions has also been taken. So the four corridors are in four states: Kerala, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. And these corridors are for integrating the value chain from mining, processing, refining, R&D, and manufacturing. So focus is on manufacturing of rare earth magnets for new technology. Also, beneficiation and refining of graphite will lead to large battery storage system. And other intervention which are taken: import duty exemption on capital good needed for processing critical minerals, custom duty on monazite under critical mineral section 20 from which were earlier 2.5%. And so monazite is a reddish brown phosphate mineral, a primary ore for rare earth element. We have already talked about this. It is of cerium, lanthanum and neodymium, and it also contains thorium, radioactive thorium. New technologies are increasing demands on water, energy and critical minerals. So we can understand rare earth permanent magnets. So here comes the definition. Rare earth permanent magnets are amongst the strongest type of permanent magnets, and are used extensively in technology requiring compact and high performance magnetic component. So there are two things in this: they are compact first, and they perform really high. So it is used in EV motors, wind power um, generators, and electronics, aerospace, defense, etc. They deliver strong magnetic performance despite being small in size. Manufacturing across priority sectors such as clean energy, advanced mobility, and defense. In June 2025, Ministry of Science and Tech sanctioned funding for Midwest Advancement Material Private Limited, Hyderabad. So this is a specific news. Rare earth permanent magnet. So the government of India has launched schemes to promote manufacturing of sintered rare earth permanent magnet. India consumption of rare earth permanent magnet is expected to increase by 2x by 2030, and presently we are meeting it through import, and China controls 90% of the processing of rare earth permanent magnet. uh, Last year we have seen that there were some restrictions, so we need to be cautious with that involving so what we do is we first find rare earth oxide, then we convert it to metals, then alloys, and then we get to the finished rare earth permanent magnets. So this scheme has financial outlay of 7280 crore. It was launched in late 25 November 25 for 7 years, and the aim of this scheme is to create integrated rare earth permanent magnet manufacturing facility of 6000 MTPA, million ton per annum, metric ton per annum, or million ton per annum. This is million ton per annum. Okay, million ton per annum. India will establish its first ever integrated earth permanent magnet manufacturing facility and start domestic production by end of 26. A key SOP under this scheme is